Level 1. The new judge. You're sitting alone in chambers at 7:42 p.m. The courthouse is empty. The janitors already finished the hallways. Fluorescent lights buzz overhead. The envelope sits on your desk beside the case file. No name, no note. You open it. $20,000 in clean, stacked bills. You don't touch the money right away. You just stare at it. The case file underneath the envelope belongs to a real estate developer facing fraud charges. Everyone knows how the system works. Except you. You slide the money back into the envelope, seal it, call courthouse security. The next morning, the story spreads faster than the verdict. The envelope gets logged as evidence. The developer's lawyer smiles less during hearings. And people start looking at you differently. Not with admiration. With concern. The court system runs on relationships, quiet favors, professional courtesy. Instead, you do something worse. You convict the developer. 7 years. No leniency. The courtroom goes silent when you read the sentence. Your reputation forms overnight. Not corrupt. Not flexible. Dangerous. Conversations stop when you enter the break room. Clerks whisper. Prosecutors suddenly request your courtroom more often. Defense attorneys don't. Instead, you've become unpredictable. And the system hates unpredictability. Level 2. The problem. The call comes at 2:13 a.m. Not from the courthouse. From someone higher. A state senator. You've never spoken before. His voice is calm, friendly. He mentions a case on your docket next month. A construction firm, labor violations, safety negligence, 3 workers dead. He explains that the company employs thousands. A conviction would destroy jobs. Then he pauses. You seem like a reasonable judge. The system doesn't ask for corruption directly. It offers justification. Economic stability, public good, political relationships. You hang up without promising anything. 3 weeks later, the courtroom fills with reporters. The trial lasts 9 days. Evidence shows falsified safety reports, bribes to inspectors, deliberate shortcuts. You watch the jury carefully as they deliberate. Guilty. All counts. You deliver the sentence yourself. 16 years. The senator never calls again. Your invitations to legal conferences stop. A judicial committee suddenly audits your rulings. Budget cuts reduce your courtroom staff. Other judges learn the lesson. They smile politely but keep distance. You've become a liability. Lawyers begin warning clients about you. If it's his courtroom, settle. Evidence matters. Money doesn't. You expected resistance. You didn't expect influence. Level 3, the wall. By the 5th year, the offers stop. Not because people respect you, because they've adapted. No one wastes bribes on a wall. A photograph of your house appears online. No address. Just the front gate. You install cameras the next day. Then come the protests outside the courthouse. Paid crowds holding signs accusing you of political bias. A newspaper column calls you a judge who doesn't understand economic reality. Your reasoning is too precise. You cite statutes down to subsection numbers. Every sentence you issue becomes legally airtight. The attacks fade. People begin requesting your courtroom again. But not the powerful, the desperate. Small business owners suing corrupt contractors. Whistleblowers. A place where money doesn't tilt the scale. 5 years after the envelope incident, the governor signs your promotion. Lifetime appointment. No elections, no donors. The ceremony is small. But the message is loud. You've moved beyond local politics. Now the cases change. International fraud. Corporate monopolies. Political corruption. Billions of dollars. And people with far more resources than a simple envelope. Level 4. The Unbuyable. The bribe isn't cash this time. It's a foundation, a charitable organization quietly created in your name. Education programs, scholarships, community centers. All funded anonymously. The message arrives through a law firm. Approve a merger case involving 2 pharmaceutical giants. In return, the foundation receives $60 million. No personal gain, just legacy. They think they understand you. You shut the foundation down within a week. Then the trial begins. The merger would give one corporation control over life-saving medications across half the country. The courtroom fills with lobbyists. The CEOs sit silently behind their legal teams. Your ruling takes 6 months to write. 400 pages. You block the merger. Monopoly law, market manipulation, price control risk. The companies lose billions overnight. Financial News calls it the most disruptive antitrust ruling in a decade. The attacks stop. The pressure stops. Even the threats disappear. Because the system has learned something about you. You cannot be moved. They simply root around it. Your docket grows quieter. Fewer political cases. Fewer corporate disputes. The system doesn't fight you anymore. It just keeps important decisions away from you, which leaves you with something strange. Power and distance. Level 5, the last judge. 20 years pass. Your courtroom becomes a story law students tell. A place where verdicts feel inevitable. Where arguments must be perfect. Where shortcuts die. Most judges build networks. You built silence. Untouched. Unaligned. You notice it during a retirement dinner for another judge. Everyone laughs together. Old alliances. You sit at the edge of the table. Respected. But separate. Power without loyalty is quiet. You return home that night to a house that's too still. No threats. No pressure. No envelopes. Just decades of decisions echoing in court records and legal textbooks. Your final ruling comes on a winter morning. A corruption case involving a young city councilman. The evidence is simple. Bribes, contracts, kickbacks. He stands nervously at the defense table. First offense. First real taste of power. You deliver the sentence calmly. 8 years. The courtroom empties quickly afterward. You remain seated for a moment longer, looking at the empty chairs. Later that afternoon, you pass a new law clerk in the courthouse hallway. Inside one of those files, there's an envelope, unopened, waiting on a desk. Somewhere in the building, a brand new judge is sitting alone in chambers. It's late. The courthouse is quiet. They think they understand the game. They don't, but they will.